So this is part 2 of the 12-piece phone lot that I got. And in this video, I'll be showing what devices work. So here is all the devices. And first we're going to start with the iPod Touch 3. I checked the number on this, the model number, and the model number said it was an iPod Touch 3. Because you see where it says A1318 right there. You can't really see it, but that if you see that model number on an iPod Touch, it means that it's a third gen, which that's what this iPod Touch is. This is an iPod Touch third gen. Like I said, it works. It's on iOS 5. That's not the exact software it's on, but it's on iOS 5. Next is the iPhone 4S. This also works, but it's iCloud locked. So I'm gonna have to bypass it at some point. So it works, like I said. It's just it's iCloud locked. The iPod Touch 4 also works. And I don't know if I said this in the first video, but this one is a 32 gig iPod Touch 4. The Touch 3 is also a 32 gig. But you can see the 4S works. The iPod Touch 4 also works. I already have one of these. Mine's an 8 gig, but now I have another one. The iPhone 5S works. But I think it has a bad battery because I was charging it and I watched it. It went from 38% to 40%, and when I watched it. But so like I said, I think has a bad battery. I'm not entirely sure. It works perfectly fine, but if you turn the brightness down, the screen will start flickering. Okay, you can sort of see it, but not fully. The iPhone SE also works. But it has someone's stuff on it, and I haven't reset it, and I didn't reset it yet. But it's technically iCloud locked if it has an iCloud on it. I don't know. The iPod, this is an iPod Touch 6 because I saw it in the settings, and when I turned it on, I got a few passcodes wrong, and then I guessed it, and then I looked at the settings, and it said it was a 6th gen iPod, and it works, but it's iCloud locked because I resetted it. So 4S, SE, and the iPod are all locked. This LG, which is an LG Lucid, works. The Pantech Breakout also works. The Motorola Moto E5 Cruise, it doesn't work. I've tried what I can, which is letting it charge for a long time. It didn't do anything. I swapped the battery with another Motorola phone that has the same battery. Okay, I think the Pantech just died. But I put the battery that was in my E4 in this, and it didn't work. So it could be like a screen, or it could be a software issue with this phone. So the E5 Cruise doesn't work. Like I said, the LG Lucid, it works. Okay, so the Pantech, it keeps on dying, so I guess I'll have to charge it. Like I said, the Motorola doesn't work. The Wickr Life 3, it works. The Alcatel One Touch Pop Icon, and yes, that is its full name. It works. Oh wait, I needed a sim tool to power it on. So this phone, like I said, it works fine. It's obviously the newest phone. Well, it's obviously the newest device in this lot, because it's on Android 11 and it's not that old of a phone. Like I said, the Alcatel does work. So this phone works. It's just missing the back cover, which I'll get to it eventually. And well, not last, because I gotta show that the Pantec works. Next device, the LG Nexus 5X. It will work, but it boot loops. You gotta fight with it in order for it to work. Which I'm not gonna do that right now, because I don't feel like it, and it's gonna turn off if I try to. But now I gotta show that the Pantec works. I guess the Pantec also has a bad battery. It'll say it needs more power to power on. But it said that before. As you can see, it works. So yeah. This is the Pantec, and it's kind of a cool phone actually, in my opinion. Just like the LG Lucid. But the LG Lucid I only say is like kind of cool phone because the way that back is. But if I unplug this phone, it's probably gonna die. So yeah, this is part 2 of the 12-piece phone line, me testing to see if they work. The Pantec works, and then the Motorola and the Nexus are the ones that won't get past that don't really work. This one only has a blinking light, and that's it. That's what the Motorola has. The Nexus, like I said, it just boot loops. But out of the 12 devices, 10 of them work. So I didn't really get robbed. But that's it for part 2.